Hey guys, Steve Pletz of Steve Pletz and Team here with my business partners Thad and Janice of the Clendenin Group. I thought that what we could do today is we had a very interesting experience with that, which is that Thad and Janice recently sold their property in Ramona and bought another home in Ramona. And it's not often that as agents we kind of get to go through the experience ourselves of doing the process. And so Thad's been selling real estate since 2006. Janice has now been 6 or 7 years. So certainly quite a bit of time there. But what I thought I would do is just kind of ask you guys some of the questions. Let's start on the list side of number one. As a team, what we tend to do is we have a stager that comes through and goes through your space and makes some recommendations about furniture, maybe brings in some supplemental things, maybe removes some of the things. I just kind of want to know your feelings as it related to that. Thad, maybe we'll start with you.
So, if we're being honest, that's more of a Janice thing, right? When we get into the space scenario. But first I'll say, it was interesting for me because Steve, obviously, he's the team lead with us. He was also our agent in this instance, and we're still communicating. So that's a good side to the professionalism that Steve Pletz and team has. But with respect to, staging company coming in, staging company was awesome, by the way. But I would say, when you're not, when you haven't done it before, because obviously with speaking for myself personally, I had never been involved with, as a consumer with a stager. It definitely is an experience, because you're trying to, you think you've thinned your property out enough, and then they get there and realize, you realize that you haven't. And so, but I think you're probably better to speak on this than I am.
Yeah, I would just say make sure you have time to prepare because it does take a little bit more effort. It's so worth it. The stager that we use, Lisa, is amazing. I would highly recommend it. It's well worth it. It gives you a new perspective on your home and other ideas going into your next home. But the key thing for me was just needing time to prepare. You have to pack things away ahead of time and make space for new stuff. So, but well worth it.
It's beautifully said because certainly the experience for most sellers, including you guys, was a little bit of the feeling of there's stuff that needs to be done on the inside, there's stuff that needs to be done on the outside. Lisa and her crew are able to assist, but there's some things that get left in your hand. Hey, we want to put in some plants here. And so then you're running to Home Depot in order to dig them out and then do all that in order to prep it.